Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to my channel. As always, I am so happy that you came. So, today we are going to talk about money management on a middle class or low income budget. And I think this is so important to talk about, especially since it is the holidays now and we don't want to overspend during the holidays for once a year. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about how to budget, or as I like to call it, have a spending plan on a middle class or a low class budget. Now, one of the things that I have learned about having a spending plan is that when you first start out, you need to assess everything that you're responsible for in your household. So for me, because me and my husband we're married and we both work somewhat outside the home. I work home, but I work for another company, and my husband work outside the home. But that's another horse of another color. Anyway, child, let me get back. So, so one way that we learn how to manage our spending, we put in of what each person is responsible for with their funds that they're receiving. So for me, my responsibility is the groceries, all the toiletries that's in the household, the toiletries in the household, household goods and products in the household, clothing for my children, and that's it. Some other stuff here and there, but those are the main things that I am responsible for. And with my husband check, he is responsible for the utilities and the mortgage that's in the household. So yes, and household expenses such as, you know, insurance and all that stuff. Okay, you didn't ask for all that. I'm sorry. But so to say that is that I know what my money is budget for and he know what his money is budget for. And so we budget out our money or plan how we spend our money based upon the money that we're getting in. So the first thing you need to do, you need to jot down everything that you're responsible for in your household, either with a two or a one income. That is the first thing that you have to do. When you're doing your spending plan, this is going to tell you how much you got going out versus how much you're coming in. And if you have more going out versus than what you're coming in, then it's time to cut some things off temporarily until you can get your spending plan under control. Now, a lot of people don't believe in, cutting off things that is not a need, because we're still caught up in this consumerism of all of our wants. But I'm telling you, it is so important to start cutting off some things that are a want and not a need in order to gain better self-control of your spending plan. So the first thing that I recommend is when you're looking at the things that are going out, the first thing that you should do is cut off anything that you know is a want and not a need. And so what I mean by that is if you're getting Netflix, you may need to cut that off temporarily. And like I said, it's just a small fix until you can get your spending plan in shape. You may want to cut off Netflix or any streaming program that you may have. You'll be amazed at how $20 here or $15 here can add up month to month when you're on a spending plan. My recommendation, and this is what I am gearing toward to, is having to just pay it once a year. And the reason why is because once I pay it once a year, I won't have those uh-oh moments when those monies start deducting out of my account that I forgot or I didn't plan for. So I always try to get my streaming services once a year because I do it once a year and I don't have to worry about it again. And I usually try to sign up for my streaming services right after New Year's or sometime towards the end of January, towards the beginning of February, so I won't have that uh-oh moment after the holidays. So that's one way, but I just recommend right now, if you're trying to manage your spending plan and you got more going out than coming in, cut off some of those streaming services. Another thing that I recommend as far as how to manage your money from a middle class or low class income is that you start shopping with coupons. A lot of people don't talk about coupons, and I really don't know why. I don't know why, y'all, but it's great to have. Now let me tell you, because I don't know if y'all remember the show called Extreme Couponing that used to come on TLC. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but I remember we used to watching that show and how people would sit up there and let me put this here, y'all. Sorry. And people would sit up there and buy all this stuff, and half of the stuff that they're buying and they don't need. I'm not talking about that. I, for the life of me, could never understand why people would buy all this stuff and then you don't need it. That's just a waste of money. But that's neither here nor there. But couponing is a great way to try to save some money. Because let's be honest, things are high. Things are very, 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 very high right now, and you need to try to save money any way you can, and couponing is the way to do it. Now there are some grocery stores, like my local grocery store, they have in-store coupons that you want to buy, or if there's something that you need, like 5 for 5 or something, because I know Kroger really does that, and it's something that you need, not what you want, or something that you're trying to restock on your prep or pantry, then yes, that's a great way to try to save some money. Because when you're on a spending plan and when you don't feel like going to the grocery store, or you don't have the funds to go to the grocery store, that prep or pantry is a great way to restock and already have on hand, so you don't have to spend a whole lot of money, especially when you're trying to get out of debt. Another thing that I've noticed that a lot of people don't take advantage of, and I do, is to meal plan. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. I cannot stress enough to you the importance of meal planning. Meal planning is going to save you more money than you will ever realize. Meal planning is what keeps you from overspending. And I'm going to tell you why. When you can meal plan as far as what your family is going to eat every day, that will eliminate the question of what we're going to eat, or going out and spend more at a fast food restaurant or a fast food place than you can afford. Meal planning is so essential. And not only is meal planning is essential, but cooking. Cooking was on the meal plan. It's so essential. And I know out there, it's a lot of people who have this strenuous and this is what we're going to eat meal plan. And my meal plan is not that strenuous. My meal plan is a little bit more lax than most, because the way that I do my meal plan is that I count the number of months or number of days in the month, and any holidays or Sundays, I go ahead and put those days aside, because I know I'm eating with family, or I'm gonna have a potluck or something like that, so I don't have to cook a full meal. So that's just my psyche. And then for the rest of the days that I have left over in those months, that's what I meal plan on how many days that I know I have to cook. Now, let me tell you, I do give myself at least 3 days where I will have a fast food dinner. 3 days out of the month, that's it. Just because I don't want my children to think that fast food is the norm for us. I want my children to think that fast food is a treat of something that they've done. Because if you constantly give your kids that, then they wouldn't know the benefits of having a home cooked meal. So that's why I'll only do fast food at least 3 times a month, to eliminate that option of this is something that we get every time, so they can go ahead and get used to having a home cooked meal. And number 2, it also helps you save some money. So the last thing that I think that we need to do, or that I do, as far as having a middle class or low income budget or funds to save some money, is that like I stated, I don't go out very often, but number 2, I cook in bulk. So let me tell Let me tell you how this happened for me. So it's Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving had just passed. Thanksgiving's been almost a week ago now. Thanksgiving is a week ago, actually. And we have a lot of turkey left over. My mom have turkey. We have turkey. And so I would take that turkey that we have, and some of it I would freeze for later, and some of it I would cook for now. And the reason why I do that is because there are gonna be some days that you're not gonna want to cook. If you're a sports mom, with your kids in all kinds of sports, cooking in bulk is a benefit for you because the days that you're coming home late from a game, who got time to cook a full meal? I do not. I do not. So I cook in bulk. Let me tell you how cooking in bulk have saved me. There are days that I'm exhausted when I get off from work because I work in a call center, and so talking to people all day, child, I have no time to try to brainstorm. Some days a full cooked meal, so I cook in bulk because those days where I'm just like, I ain't feeling cooking no meal, I can go into my deep freezer, take it out, and go ahead and cook it for my family then. And number two, when you're cooking in bulk, that's another way for, say for example, if you all just have a relaxed day and you don't want to get away from having fun with your family, you can go ahead and pop that on the stove and cook it that way. Now another way that I cook in bulk is I buy some frozen meals, such as with Sam's, they have this orange chicken that my family absolutely loves. So I will buy 2 boxes of that orange chicken with their stir-fried rice. So the days that I don't feel like cooking, I can just take out that orange chicken and cook it that way. That's another way. So you can buy food that's already pre-made at your local grocery store. So that's one way that you can save money, is cooking in bulk or buying frozen pre-made meals. So like I stated, it eliminates you going out, spending money that you don't have. So hopefully this has helped you along the way with your spending plan during the holiday, because my ultimate goal for you and I is to have more money saved than having more money going out. But until then, y'all, I hope y'all have a great and lovely day, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.